Good morning, campers.
Morning.
I cannot hear you well. Good morning.
Morning.
Louder.
Good morning.
Louder.
Good morning.
Much better. Okay, so this morning we are going to talk about something that youth have. There are many things that youth doesn't have. What are the things that youth doesn't have but others have?
House.
Experience, money, true, very true. And what else? Something others have. Independence. What else? Experience. Yeah, there are so many things. Work. But one of the few things that others don't have and youth have is energy or passion, the fire. Of course, there are many others that have energy and passion, but it's really hard it's getting harder for them to push it through. It gets harder for them to live as their passion because they have more responsibilities, there are different things to do. So passion is really hard to maintain. So it's a privilege of young people to have passion because they still have more time and they still have less responsibilities. So there is an opportunity for them to push their passion through. But there are times that we get discouraged for different reasons. And there were a few examples who were discouraged, and those were the disciples who were on the road to where? Emmaus. Why were they discouraged? Why were they sad? Does someone remember the story? Why were they sad?
Because Jesus
Because Jesus died. Why were they sad? Because Jesus died. What were they expecting?
kingdom, an earthly kingdom.
Exactly. They were expecting Jesus to build a kingdom on this earth. And when Jesus died, their dream, their passion just went for nothing. Yeah, so they got discouraged, they lost their passion, and they were just dragging their feet toward the Emmaus. Passion is often represented as fire, right? Fire. For you to have fire, what do you need? Wood. Yeah? Fear, yeah, fear. And there are different fears. If you burn paper plates there, will it last long?
No.
If you put wet wood there, would it even get fire? No. You need a right fear, right? And if you put a fear that doesn't last, then the fire will die soon. And that's why their passion gone away. For them, the fear was earthly kingdom. Fear was something that doesn't last. So when it was gone, when the fear ran out, their fire ran out too. And when they were walking back, discouraged, sad, doesn't want to do anything, who came next to them? Jesus. And Jesus saw them sad, wanting to show himself to them so that they can get encouraged again. But he didn't do it. Why? Because if he showed himself, made them happy, would the fear last long? No. Why not? Jesus will go back to heaven soon. And Jesus will be gone again. So he needed to do something. So what did he start doing? What did Jesus start doing? Asking questions. And then he starts explaining things. Let's read something. In Luke chapter 24, verse 25, he says, Then he said to them, O foolish ones, and slow of heart to believe in all that the prophets have spoken. Are not the Christ to have suffered these things and to enter into his glory? So Jesus was explaining about prophecies about Jesus. He started opening the Bible. Why? Because he wanted to give them better fear. Bible is the fear that we need. Bible lasts forever. And there we see our past, we see our present, and we see our future. There are prophecies. You know that what will happen next. And where you know what we need to do in the prophecies. So when the disciples learn about Bible, they have better foundation. They have a better feel. And when you put fire on it, it will last. And when disciples finally got this foundation, Jesus showed himself. Does anyone know how Jesus showed himself at the end of this story? They went into a house and they started having dinner. And what did Jesus do? He started to pray and before disappearing, he did something. He started to break the bread, tear off the bread. Why? One of the greatest miracles Jesus did was feeding 5,000. And when Jesus fed 5,000, he didn't feed them by himself. He tore bread off and gave it to whom? Disciples, and disciples delivered it to people, right? So it was a reminder. Here, this is a message of Messiah. Now you have to spread this news. And now I'm giving you passion, new purpose of life. Spread the message. Go everywhere and tell them Jesus is risen again. Did they get new fire? They get new fire? And this one will last? Yes. It will last until their last breath will be taken. The fire that will last forever. The passion that will never cease. So they start running back to tell everyone else. It was late night, they didn't care. They came a long way, they didn't care. Through the darkness, they just ran and ran so that they can spread this news as Jesus told them. So here, let's read one final Bible verse. Verse 32, Luke chapter 24, verse 32, it says, "And they said to one another, did not our heart burn within us while he talked with us on the road, and while he opened the scriptures to us?" In our life, there are moments we feel discouraged. In our life, there is moments that we feel like we are losing our passion. There are moments we feel tired. There are moments we want to stop. But when that happens, let's open the scriptures. And there, Jesus has words for you. There's a better fear for you. We might have a fear on the worldly things. We might be looking for success. We might be looking for position. We might be looking for money. But those fears won't last. But here we have a better fear that lasts forever. So let's always have Bible in our heart. Always take this as our fear. And let's not fire and light we shine never stop. So this is my wish and prayer this morning, that the fire burning in your heart will never stop. Amen.
Amen.